Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson and I hope you are doing well this evening. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and set any intentions for your personal healing and well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid with all of your intentions in mind. And after that, we will transition into a distance Reiki session where you can simply relax and enjoy wherever you happen to be while I send some Reiki to you over a beautiful view of the grid we built together. If you would like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to take a look at my Reiki Charged Crystal collection, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's also linked in the description along with all my social media. So thank you all so much for being here. Those of you coming back, thank you for your ongoing support. It really means so much to me. And if you're watching this as a pre-recorded video that was recorded live earlier, hello from the past. If you want to skip ahead to the healing, start your journey at just after the 1 hour mark or where you see the lights begin to shift. Thanks again for being here, and the cats are saying hello. So let's get into that grid. Oh, let's see. We're gonna have to just a little bit there. There we go. And Hattie. Oh, poor little bubble baby. Yeah, what's up? Oh, the Buddha. Oh, the Buddha. Oh, you've got purrs. Oh, well, that's cute. Are you gonna go play with your sister, or are you gonna hang out on my lap? You'll hang out on my lap for now? Okay. So, as many of you know, I just moved, so everything is just slightly out of arrangement from where I like it to be. Oh, you agree? No, she's going to go check out the window now. So we'll go ahead in and see what all of you have for requests. We're starting off in the center with a little bit of copper. Copper spiral. Copper helps to break up energy blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And the spiral is sacred to healing work. So we'll go ahead and put that in the middle. Whoop. Awesome. There we go. And I see Patty and possibly also Key, Chris, JS, T, Jenny. Oh, awesome. Oh, you like, oh, awesome. Awesome. I'm working on how to make this work. It's very different than the last setup at the house, but it kind of has to be. This room is a lot more narrow. But yeah, working on making it come together, and I think it all will in its time. But I'm glad that y'all like that. So let's go ahead and see what all we have as far as requests, and thank you. So, and T, I did see the update you gave us. I'm sorry your residency application wasn't accepted, but I'm really glad that the studio scholarship came through. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing that with us. That's so awesome. So let's go ahead through. We'll start at the top. And let's see, JS had the intention, and I don't believe JS is here live, but my intentions are to be present to joy, celebrate, and gain confidence in my abilities, have hope in the future. Be present to joy, to celebrate, and gain confidence in my abilities, have hope in the future. Let's do it. So let's start out with some aventurine. Let's see. And hope in the future. Let's start out with a little bit of yellow calcite. This is wonderful for confidence and also for joy. It brings a lot of joy and happiness. This really supports the solar plexus chakra, which is the center of self, personal identity, free will, the things that you want to follow up with, following the path in life that's meaningful to you, prioritizing yourself, all of those kinds of good things. But yeah, absolutely helps with a lot of joy. This is also a wonderful stone for things like boundaries and the self aspect in interpersonal relationships. So let's see. And of course, the first few stones are a little bit more painstaking, because if we start off uneven, we're not doing hot. Okay, there. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. And Gertie, what are we doing? Hi. The cats are getting into zoomies, so I think we may hear some kitty cat playtime. For expanding your vision of your own potential and setting your goals higher, having hope for the future, things like that, I'm going to bring in some green aventurine. This really helps with that. It really helps to help you step out of playing small and help you step into everything you are and probably don't even see yourself for. This also helps with the heart rhythms, allergies, and eye problems, as well as fertility. But this is one that encourages you to go ahead and dive into things you may have otherwise thought you are not capable of. So that's a lovely, supportive, helpful stone. Okay, still good for now. And for being like present in joy, the first thing I felt to bring in was Herkimer diamond. This helps us to be in the present moment. It helps us to also manifest so we can connect with spirit. Wonderful for intuition and for metabolism too. But this is one that allows you to absolutely be within the now so that you can enjoy what has brought you here before you like manifest your next steps. Also helpful for harmonizing energy and bringing in quite a bit of balance. So that is Herkimer diamond. So we'll go ahead and put these here. Herkimer diamond are quartz that are found in the Herkimer, New York region of the US. There we go. And all the best to you, JS. Good to see you. I hope you enjoy this when you find it. Oh, you just got back. You just got back, Patty. Well, now we can relax with you, right? Right. Okay, cool. Oh, those are some good requests. For Chris, let's bring in some rhodochrosite. That's not quite rose quartz. And if you're new, just know that you can request specific stones or request the theme and I can pick them out for you, whatever feels right. It can be a blend of that too. We'll also bring in some emerald, garnet, carnelian. Okay, let's start there. Rhodochrosite helps for mother and baby bonding. So this can be wonderful for immediately post-birth. So I know that that'll help Jenny's sister-in-law as well. But this also helps to heal wounds around maternal bond and things like that. Very helpful for telepathy and mediumship, especially with ancestors as well as our deceased animal companions. Wonderful for circulation and the heart as well as asthma and stress headache. Rose quartz we're all pretty familiar with. This is unconditional love and support, very high vibrational. This can help to fill or refill a depleted heart center where you may have been upset, grieving, sad, or just going through quite a bit of healing where you could use just a bit more love, and especially unconditional love. This also makes it a lot easier to let go of what no longer serves, because it helps us to adjust to the vibration of that unconditional love and say, hey, there's something better. I can expect something better. Let me be open to that. Which ultimately makes it easier to let go of what's already there that may be just old pain. Emerald is wonderful for healing skin and tissue, as well as anything to do with the upper respiratory system, bronchitis, the lungs. It helps to restore confidence around our appearance, especially things that we may have been teased about in the past, and helps to renew and restore confidence in our own self-image, especially if it's something we've been teased or picked on about in the past. So that is emerald. Garnet is helpful for organization, courage, planning, all those like, how do I get this done in the most efficient way possible? Very stable, very practical, very, very efficient. Also helps with finding balance in times of difficulty. And also strength. It's a very stabilizing stone. If you have any intentions this weekend around doing any kind of, I don't know, say organizing, this is a lovely stone to call on. Garnet and lapis both actually can be really helpful with that. So that's garnet. Next is carnelian. This stone is most connected with the sacral chakra, which is the center of relationships. And of course that includes romantic relationships, sexuality, fertility, and romance, attracting love, but also every relationship in your life, even your relationship to the community around you, how you relate to the world around you. Also creativity, as well as colds, allergies, and even wounds. So that is carnelian. The sacral chakra is just beneath the navel, and it's related to the color orange. Actually just beneath that solar plexus we just talked about. So there we go. Okay. And ruby, lapis moonstone. So let's go ahead and put some moonstone down. Moonstone can come in a variety of different colors and types and appearances. It's a really beautiful stone. It's very much connected, as you would think, with the lunar cycles and with all the rhythms and patterns of nature, with divine timing and trust in divine timing. Also helps to attract love and is wonderful for connection to the divine feminine, protection of women, and protection of travelers. This can also help you to connect to older varieties of healing, wisdom, and healing practice and magical practices as well. So that is moonstone. I often think of this stone as being very related to the High Priestess in the tarot deck. Connection to like ancient wisdom and even secrets. Ruby is helpful for the courage to be yourself, who you absolutely are, and it helps to encourage and empower leadership and management skills. It's also helpful for love, fertility, and there's quite an understanding that this helps also with fibromyalgia. So we'll go ahead and bring that in, and that is ruby. And lapis can be helpful for pain and inflammation, as well as open, honest communication, truth, honesty, and integrity. Follow through, finishing tasks, owning up to your commitments, personal responsibility, and physically it helps the inner ear, so it's good for things like vertigo and hearing loss. So we'll bring in lapis. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to get a couple more and then we'll work the rest in as we go. Let's bring in some sapphire. Sapphire is very angelic, Helps us to connect with our angels, hear spiritual guidance and wisdom. Also helps with connection to higher self and spirit guides. Wonderful for mediumship, channeling, getting messages from spirit. It's also very helpful for the thyroid, for the eyes and ears, and it's also one that's thought to be helpful for dementia, both the individual with it and those who love and care about them as well. It's helpful for speedy justice as well, and for envisioning positive outcomes when everything is in flux. So when you feel like you're just sort of floating through different things and you're not sure how things are going to land, this is one that helps you keep your optimism, and that's sapphire. Okay, and I'm going to come back for the rest of those too. Hey Paul, I hope you're doing well. Bev, welcome back. Catherine, I hope you are doing well. Goddess of Four, welcome back. Jennifer Vatsa, welcome back. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I hope it's as mild where you are as it is where I am, because I have the window open and it feels so nice. Let's see. So for Patty, balance, anti-chaos, and protection from it. Healing of all types, abundance, loving, supportive people, spiritual guidance, communications. Happy Friday. May we all be blessed. I love it. And let's see, I'm going to get T's requests. And I know that Patty has a list there. I will get to your list too. So for T, build and maintain motivation and momentum. Call in inspiration and spirit. Aid in clearing self and your space. Aid in letting go of what no longer serves. That seems to be a big theme today. Stone-wise, honey calcite, tourmalinated quartz. Honey calcite, tourmalinated quartz, tiger eye, and we already have carnelian. Okay. Tourmalinated quartz is superb for a great number of things. It's actually black tourmaline going through quartz, in this case, green quartz, which even gives it a little bit more of a heart-centered vibe. Black tourmaline repels negative energy, and when it's going through another stone, it basically helps break up old stuck energy. This is great for grounding and releasing nervous energy, as well as patterns from even as far back as childhood. It's helpful for breaking up scar tissue in the body, on the body, and in the emotions. Helpful also for the heart and the blood vessels, as well as protection in travel. This one can be very helpful if you're looking for a new job, a new stream of revenue, a side hustle, a gig, whatever you're looking to bring on in terms of revenue in and jobs. This is a great stone for it. Also really, really helpful for fortune and luck. So we will bring this in. That is tourmalinated quartz. Tiger eye helps with research and study. It's very protective, especially against things like envy and jealousy. It helps with balance and strength and bolsters our sense of courage. Very, very helpful for big picture thinking, entrepreneurship, and like big planning. If you want to write a business plan, if you want to write out, ideas for or planning for an event or a big project, this is a lovely stone to help think big picture and all the bigger pieces that are going to need to be ironed out first before the details can get done. So lovely for that. Big picture thinking. So we'll bring in the tiger eye. It's also just absolutely beautiful. It's a very clear-minded kind of stone too. I always get that sense of clear-mindedness when I hold it. Honey calcite helps to attract the best people into your life right now that are balanced with your solar plexus and sacral. So they're balanced with your sense of boundaries and who you are, and they're secure within themselves and interrelate well with you. They're like the people who just kind of match and mesh where you're at right now. This is also a helpful stone for optimism when things are really challenging, and it's also thought to be very helpful for menopause. So So we're going to go ahead and do some, there we go. So that is honey calcite. Letting go of that which no longer serves. I'm going to bring in some malachite too. And Chris also asked for this. So this is one that on the physical level, it can help pain and inflammation, especially if that's related to things like arthritis. But it's exceptional at letting go of what no longer serves, especially if we need to really process some deep and difficult emotions before we can really do that. It helps with processing those emotions without getting stuck. So it's, yeah, these are not pleasant, but we don't have to be, in a way, like sinking in them at the same time. Also great for phobias, depression, anxiety, as well as things like the liver, pancreas, and spleen. So that is malachite. So all the best to you, T. And congratulations on your studio scholarship. Congrats. Jenny, we've got health growth and happiness for the babies and mama. Safety and protections for your sister in New Brunswick. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and grab that. So protection, and especially things having to do with weather, the first thing that comes to mind is moonstone. But let's also do Kambaba stone. Kambaba stone helps with anything that's connected to the environment. So things like storms definitely count. Kambaba stone, hold on one moment. Sorry about that. Kambaba jasper is actually fossilized blue-green algae. Helps with the growth of plants and crops, connection to ancestors and your ancestral lands, and learning new languages, especially if it was a language connected with your ancestral roots. It aids meditation, and it's wonderful, like I said, anything having to do with the environment, so that definitely includes things like storms and hoping that things go well. So we'll bring this in for sure. So that's Kambaba stone. And for health and growth of babies, definitely the rhodochrosite, which we did. Let's do these. So Unakite is wonderful for pregnancy, labor, delivery, prenatal, postpartum, all of the above. Also great for relationships, addictions and compulsions, especially quitting smoking, as well as heart, circulation, body fluids, and metabolism. So we'll definitely bring that in to be of support for your sister-in-law. This was often seen as like a wedding gift for a woman. It's also great for any type of transition hormonally in life for a woman. Things like onset of menses, onset of menopause. Can be wonderful for that. Okay, so there's Unakite there. There we go. Pink tourmaline is really helpful for mom and baby bonding as well. Also helpful for migraines and headaches in general, as well as nerve pain and any kind of gynecologic issues. Wonderful for hormonal balance regardless of gender, and for spinal injuries, muscle weakness, and even helping to break down a negative self-image so you can start to see yourself in a new way. So we'll go ahead and bring that right around the center here. And last for her is fluorite. This is very much recommended for moms and babies like right after birth and delivery, because it's basically like a personal calm and safety in the midst of chaos. So it's sort of like birth being chaotic, and this helps everybody to like calm down and come back to one in a sense. It helps with relaxation regardless of anything, and it's also just wonderful to kind of organize any environment too. So again, if you've got any plans for like fall organizing, fluorite's really helpful. So that is fluorite. And cool thing is it actually does come in these cool octahedrons. It forms that way naturally. There we go. And I hope she's doing well. Awesome. Hope everybody does great. And Jennifer Vatsa, pain and inflammation, money, anxiety, energy balance. You got it. So let's do the money. Let's bring in some citrine, which was also requested by Chris. Citrine is a very potent money manifester. It also helps us to make good plans with the money and resources that we do have. It helps to balance intuition with logic, and it's wonderful for things like fibromyalgia, morning sickness, nausea, all of the above, as well as compulsions and addictions. Also really helpful for, in general, just bringing in the things that we need, even if it's not necessarily cash. If you're manifesting like a car or a roof over your head, this can be a really helpful stone. So let's go ahead and place this here and here. Actually, no, we'll do that here and here. If you want to do some like Western style feng shui, because our society is not built to any kind of feng shui standards, so Western style is kind of all we can really work with effectively. Put a stone like citrine in the back left corner of a room. So walk into the room, doorway to your back, look forward, straight ahead, look to your left, far left corner. That's a place to put all of your money manifester stuff, like citrine. Let's do pain and inflammation. We have lapis to help with pain and inflammation. We have malachite to help with pain and inflammation. And let's see. I'm also going to bring in howlite because I think it'll help joints, including, I know you were mentioning your hands, joints in the fingers. This helps with joints, bones. This is whether it's a dislocation, sore, achy joint, or a recent injury, all the way up to bone integrity and healing fractures. On an emotional level, anger, resentment, frustration. Helpful with all of the above. It's also wonderful for stability and helps anything with teeth, hair, bones, nails. And that is white howlite. So we've got my big inflammation stones in, so let's add this in too. And energy balance too. Let's see if you requested anything else. Energy balance. I feel like Bumblebee Jasper is the first thing that came to mind for you. This helps vitality and like energy in general, but in a beyond just like kind of adding gas to the tank in a sense, it also brings in a lot of balance. And this is one of the stones that can help balance yin and yang in the body. It helps to focus the mind. It helps to empower manifestation and really empowers that like, I can't wait to sink my teeth in and get to work kind of vibe. Positivity, confidence, and motivation. So we'll bring that in for you. And if there's anything else in specific I can bring in for you, absolutely let me know. And I hope you're doing well, getting ready for your big move. Awesome. And anxiety too. Let's bring in my favorite anxiety stone. Let's bring in some green calcite. In addition to helping with anxiety, and malachite helps this too, this is a stone that can also be incredibly helpful when it comes to the physical tension we hold in our bodies when it comes to that anxiety. So if you've been anxious and your back is tense and your neck is curled up, this will help unwind that. Helps to be calming, reassuring, and even adds a bit of levity to things. Like it even adds a little bit of jokey flavor to things. It also is thought to be helpful for the physical heart. So let's go ahead and place these here. It's been a very choppy kind of day, so I think that can help. And for Key and Patty, red tiger eye, fuchsite, labradorite. Celestite, septarian. We already agreed on fluorite. Okay, let's start there and we'll keep going. Celestite is very angelic. It helps us to connect not only with our angels, but our spirit guides and even our higher self. This is a stone that helps us to discern where, say, fear or that sort of, am I being paranoid, or is that intuition, or is that a fear bubbling up? What is that? This is a stone that can help you suss that out. Also helps our experience of pain because it is very related to the upper chakras. So it doesn't so much get rid of pain, but it just sort of changes our awareness of it and experience of it. So it can be helpful in that regard. Septarian is a powerful helper of the emotions. This helps to illuminate the beliefs, ideas, thoughts, habits, and the roots of them so that you can really get to the deepest roots of healing, especially if you've had things repeating and themes that keep coming up all the time. This can really help you get to that vulnerable place where you can put things to bed a little bit more easily. It's a very supportive stone and empowering and encouraging stone. Helps to support the solar plexus, especially if it's understated. Like if you have a hard time standing up for yourself, this is a great stone for you. Also wonderful for just giving you strength when you're most vulnerable and for doing any kind of emotional shadow work. Also on a physical level for skin wounds, things that are having trouble healing, as well as muscle spasms and muscle pain. Septarian is definitely a helpful one. So let's actually put Septarian, let's put one piece right here. There we go. Yeah, like the way that's starting. Fuchsite helps with boosting the energy of other stones, and it also encourages play and joy, just for the sake of play and joy, which can be so regenerative. It can help to totally rebalance. This is wonderful too for inner child work as well as carpal tunnel. It's another stone that's indicated for things like spinal alignment as well as sleep disorders, and I absolutely adore it. It's such a pretty stone. So that is fuchsite. Labradorite helps with better sleep as well as clairvoyance, and that's your spiritual sight. So this will help you with those, if you visualize when you dream and you want to make it a little bit more clear, labradorite would help with that. Also helps with things like study and research. It's wonderful for compiling a lot of information or finding like needle in a haystack type work. So if you're doing something like coding or programming or anything that involves a really delicate eye, if you're searching for something, this can be really helpful. But yeah, harmonizes workplaces, and it also helps you to really have as much fun as possible when you're traveling and journeying somewhere. So one to bring on vacation for sure, especially if you have trouble sleeping when you travel. This is a great stone to bring with. Red tiger eye is about the most protective stone I have, and it's wonderful for calling in money in a hurry. So if you are, especially because school is back in session now, whether it's bullying, being picked on, somebody who routinely kind of has it out for you, smear campaigns, triangulation, gaslighting, whatever it might be. On the mundane level, red tiger eye can help. On the spiritual level, psychic attack, malevolent spiritual work, tiger eye is incredibly powerful to help thwart that. And yeah, very, very protective. It's especially good for people who get picked on and bullied in toxic workplaces, I feel. But yeah, this is also a stone that if somebody was getting bullied at school, I'd consider giving to them. And so red tiger eye. And next we have aquamarine, chalcopyrite, crazy lace, aquamarine, amazonite, did I add aquamarine already? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Kunzite. Kunzite is a very high vibrational stone. This is a stone that I often feel is very connected with the Kuan Yin. This is one that helps us connect to unity consciousness, that we are all interconnected, we're all one at the end of the day. It helps us to open up in compassion and to accept unconditional love. It's one that helps to expand the heart center to help us hold even more unconditional love. And it reminds us that we are surrounded by and a divine manifestation of the love of spirit, however you define it. Okay. There we go. So that is pink kunzite. I think that's the best we can do. Okay. There we go. Amazonite helps with the spine and spinal nerves and encourages self-care, especially for folks who don't think of themselves before others. This helps with self-respect and saying, hey, I need self-care and I deserve it, and I deserve the same quality and caliber of care that I would show someone else. This helps with things like hospice, childcare providers, nurses, things like that. Very calming and brings in a lot of luck as well. So that is amazonite. And this stone can come in this sort of blue-green, or it can come in like a darker green with some hints of blue and white stripes. So it can look quite different depending on the actual specimen you're looking at. Aquamarine helps with the fluids of the body as well as the teeth and gums. It's a stone of forgiveness as well as deflecting petty behavior, childish behavior, Karen-like behavior, if you will. It helps to calm the always aggrieved, would be the very diplomatic way that I would describe it. But yeah, this is also a may justice prevail kind of stone too. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Let's put one here. And put one here. Cool. Definitely good for folks who work in customer service. Crazy lace agate brings in a lot of balance and helps with courage, confidence, protection, and it also helps the skin, eyes, and speech. This is a stone that brings healing to the heart and the solar plexus and helps with phobias too, particularly fear of spiders. This can help us to connect with spider magic as well as our, if one of our spirit guides is spider, this can absolutely help you to connect with it too. Wonderful for connecting to the energy of the past as well. So that is crazy lace agate. And chalcopyrite, aka peacock ore, actually does a great variety of different spiritual things. On the mental level, this can be good for mental organization in a sense. So executive function, the way in which things get done, the order in which they get done, even finding things that are lost, thwarting scatterbrained stuff. But this even helps with things like rebirth energy, including literally labor and delivery and things like that. So this is chalcopyrite or peacock ore. Can we see it there? We can kind of see it there. Okay, let's leave that there for now. And Sunstone and Dragon's Blood. And both of you requested some Blue Apatite, you and Chris. So Sunstone is very helpful for expanding our vision of ourselves. It helps us to see a bigger, grander version of our future, and it helps us to keep from playing small. It's a stone that can be very empowering, bring in a lot of luck, but also a lot of recognition. This one helps you to get noticed and be seen. Also helps to open up quite a few career opportunities and can help you get noticed if you are either promoting yourself or going on job interviews or applying for jobs. Wonderful too for protection against those who would manipulate money, and for phobia support as well. So we'll bring this into, so this is Sunstone. There we go. Blue Apatite helps with our relationship with food, weight loss, weight gain, or just changing how we approach food, how we work with food, and whatever healthy looks like for us. That's a very unique thing for each person, and it changes throughout our lifetime. This also helps with learning our soul's purpose and having the courage to walk that walk, and it can help us to strengthen our auric field, our energy field. So if you're somebody who tends to take on the energy of others, this can help you to be a little less prone to doing that. Also helps to bring in quite a bit of inner harmony and peace. And so that is Blue Apatite. There we go. And Dragon's Blood. This one's a good one for grief and loss. It helps us to process those things, but especially helps us to not get lost in self-pity. Not turn, like, self-pity is a thing and it's okay for a time, but it also invites us to kind of stay. This is one that helps to like lift us out of it and really do the processing. It brings in a lot of optimism, happiness, and wisdom, and helps you to give a lot of patience to yourself. Also learning from our mistakes. This is one that helps the immune system as well as the nervous system, and also supports the thyroid and gives a lot of courage when you are making changes to yourself. So courage for change. Let's go ahead and place this. Yeah, we still wouldn't see it there. So let's place it. For right now, I'm going to place it here. And we'll see where it ends up. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, you're a hospice RN. I knew you were an RN. I didn't know that you worked in hospice. But yeah, Amazonite would be a perfect stone for you. Also, another stone that might be helpful is like Crazy Lace Agate. Could be helpful because it helps to connect with times in the past, as well as Jet. Jet is very helpful. Awesome. So let's see. Ooh, peridot, absolutely. And for Goddess of Four, peridot, so selenite. Had a small piece here. Here we go. So peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, leopard jasper. Leopard skin jasper, fuchsite's in there, howlite's in there, tiger's eyes in there, red tiger eyes in there. Awesome. Black tourmaline helps to keep negative energy at bay, and it is a potent rock star of absolutely that. You can put this around your desk at work, in your car, carry it around with you, wear it as jewelry. You can, I have gone so far as to crush it up and sew it into curtains. South Philly tested and approved. It absolutely works. But yeah, black tourmaline. So let's go ahead and place that here and here. Here and here. Beautiful. Selenite is also a wonderful protective stone. This helps to reflect nothing but pure white light. Wonderful for working with our spirit guides, helping to open up our consciousness. Super helpful for clearing the energy of stones and our auric field. If you want to use it to clear stones, you never have to burn anything or worry about which stone can do water, which stone can go in the sun, etc. You simply get a few pieces of selenite or even just one and just let your crystals sit on them for a while, at least a few hours. It really does a great job cleansing them. To cleanse your auric field, you can take a small piece or a large and just kind of comb your aura. It's a wonderful thing to have this if you do any kind of energy work or if you're an empath. I always keep a stick of selenite right underneath the grid. So I'm going to bring this one in right here for now. We'll see where that ends up. And this one, these are the ones that I actually have for sale in the crystal shop. But selenite is just a really lovely stone, easy to work with. Don't put it in water. It's the only thing. It will melt. It's very, very fragile. Like you could actually go outside and write on the sidewalk with it. That's how fragile it is. Next is leopard skin jasper. This helps to connect to our animals for the sake of healing, and it also helps us to connect to our animal guides. Sorry. It's wonderful for attracting a soulmate, helps anything that's impacting the skin, and it helps coordination and balance too. Wonderful for attracting love too. So let's go ahead and put some leopard skin jasper around. We have so many lovely animals in our larger collection of our community, and I definitely want to bring in thoughts about Dexter. That would be Susan's kitty. And peridot helps with breaking bad habits and limiting cycles. This is one that also helps with digestive issues, whether it's Crohn's, IBS, especially acid reflux. This can be really helpful. It's also wonderful for shoring up those friendships that help us to be the best version of ourselves, and for helping to break up anger and jealousy. So that is peridot. Pretty peridot. And we got all of the rest that Goddess of Four asked for already in the grid. Catherine. Request some healing for your daughter's strep throat and some protection that no one else in the fam gets it. Oh yeah, we've got that. Let's do some moss agate and some blue lace agate. Moss agate helps with all infections and illnesses. It helps it's revered in Chinese medicine. It's thought to help kind of quell anything that would be said to have wind. That means something that's spreading through the body really quickly that shouldn't be there. Bacteria, virus, fungus, whatever it is that's taken over. It also helps to facilitate connection with nature, which can be really restoring and renewing. Wonderful spiritually too, whether it's inner child work or higher self work. This can really support that. It helps to also bring unconditional love and connection to spirit close by. So it's a very supportive stone, physically, mentally, emotionally. We'll put that in here too. And blue lace agate helps anything having to do with the throat, sore throat, difficulty, vocalizing, feelings, any of the above. This helps. Also helpful for tension headaches and arthritis and fractures. And if you need to tell someone something that is going to be difficult to hear, this can even help soften the words so that it comes out as gentle as possible when you express it to them. So that is blue lace agate. I hope she feels better soon, and I hope that all of you stay well. Keep us posted. Financial abundance too, Catherine. Absolutely. So we've got a couple of the financial abundance stones. Let's bring in pyrite, which was also requested by Chris. The fool's gold helps bring the real gold. This also is very protective and helps us with intuition at the same time. So yeah, bring in the money luck for sure. It helps with fever, the lungs, brain, especially in regards to memory, and is thought to be helpful for things like side effects to radiation treatment. It's a beautiful stone and it naturally grows in squares. Like that's how which is wild. Like it, absolutely bonkers that it grows in squares. There we go. So that is pyrite. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you, Bev. And Paul, healing for work relationships, please. Absolutely. Herkimer diamond is the first one that comes to mind, as well as carnelian and lapis too. Let's see what else can be a good one. The stones that kind of came out intuitively are, the first is aragonite. Aragonite is one that heals old wounds, brings a lot of emotional strength, and helps to clear all of the energy fields. It's great for speeding physical healing too, and it balances the hormones and relieves stress that we've held in the body in the form of tension. So much in alignment with like green calcite does the same for anxiety. But yeah, if you're stressed and you're feeling like that tightness, this can help unwind that. It's great for the root chakra. It helps to calm an overactive mind. It's very grounding, very connected with the earth star chakra. That's actually beneath the root chakra. That's where we walk along our soul's purpose and show up in alignment with it. Oh, hi, Hattie. You're all about being here today. So we'll go ahead and place one here and one here. Hi. Are you going to bless the grid again? Are you going to bless the grid again? Say hi. Yeah. And the other one I wanted to bring in for you was zoisite. Zoisite can help with releasing negativity, especially if people are kind of holding on to it. It helps to just kind of be like a release valve. It also helps to connect us to nature, which can help to renew and restore. Oh, you're purring. It helps to renew and restore our energy field. Also wonderful for dealing with obstacles, like head on. So if you've got like a long task list, this can be very, very helpful. And also just encourages dealing with problems rather than letting them build up. And I don't know why I keep feeling like that's a thing, but it seems like the thing. But also helps with apathy and sluggishness. So if you have things on your to-do list and you're like, I don't want to, and you're procrastinating, zoisite's a great anti-procrastination stone. So let's put that here for now, and we'll see where it ends up. Or, yeah, we'll put one there too, because why not? So that is zoisite, but definitely harmony in the workplace, carnelian, Herkimer diamond for sure. Also, labradorite is wonderful for harmony in the workplace for sure. So hope it all helps. A special birthday blessing for your baby sister today. Hey, Susu. Oh, awesome. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I got your gift. I'm going to integrate those soon too. Thank you. Yeah, that is super awesome. I love it. Thank you. And yeah, I've got azurite. I can just look that up again for us. It's in here somewhere. You're welcome, Catherine. crystals for water retention and weight loss. Water retention is going to be aquamarine and unakite, both of which are in here. Weight loss is blue apatite and iolate, which I'll put in here because Chris also requested it. This one helps with our connection to our spiritual sight as well. It definitely helps weight loss if that's our intention, and it's also recommended for fever. This is one that helps with money management and also good for sleep disturbances. So we'll bring in iolite. Let's put that here and this here. Or, you know what? Here and here. So that's iolite. And let's see. I'm thinking about a good special birthday blessing for your baby sister. Let me know if there's anything in specific. But I'll think about one. Asking for an open heart to connect to divine creator, renewed mind, joyfully live your life purpose, discernment, increased memory, optimal health. Discernment, definitely celestite, which is here, and that also helps to connect with the divine, as does kunzite in a big way, a very powerful way. Let's see. Renewed mind, joyfully live your soul's purpose. Let's bring in some chrysocolla for you. So chrysocolla is helpful for making decisions that are in alignment with your highest good, and also with encouraging you to follow your spiritual purpose. It also helps with finding new means of creativity that can help you tap into that. This is wonderful for kind of walking that walk. So joyfully living your life's purpose, chrysocolla for sure. So let's see where you want to be, chrysocolla. Let's put you here and here. Okay, there we go. Increased memory is pyrite. Optimal health, let's do some tree agate. Tree agate is superb for all levels of balancing general health. This is revered in Ayurveda, the sister science to yoga. And you might be familiar with the chakras. This helps with, the chakras are the bigger parts of that system. On the much more smaller detailed side of the system, the energy runs through even smaller connections throughout the body in containers called nadi, N-A-D-I in English. Think of it as like the capillaries of the vascular system. This helps to balance and harmonize the flow of energy throughout the body, even down to the smallest levels. It also helps regardless of what the nature of the imbalance is. So it's a great general healing stone. And I know that Patty loves the heart-shaped one. So we'll put that right in the middle there. Tunnel vision and headache. Okay. Headache is pink tourmaline. That's a really powerful stone for headache. Tunnel vision, bigger expanded vision is absolutely tiger eye. That really helps expand your vision. Azurite. Let me do, if little Hattie will let me read from a book. So the complete crystal handbook by Cassandra Eason is what we used earlier. So I'm going to use that again today, or now rather. So azurite, physical level, spine, rib cage, circulation, oxygenation for the blood. See, I said it fine that time. Brain cell repair, Alzheimer's, dementia, degenerative brain-related disorders, and detoxing. Excellent for overcoming any inferiority complex, living only to please others, and like domestic bullying, and basically helps empowerment. Good for passing internal interviews. We should remember this for Grace. Stone for connecting with sacred powers through religious music. Long-term advantages over immediate gain. Ancient Egyptians used it to paint the protective eye of Horus. Alertness and physical health, encourage study. A natural long-term prosperity bringer. Nice. And beautiful stone. Connecting with sacred powers. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, beautiful stone. So we'll bring in azurite. Let's put that here. Azurite is also found very close to chrysocolla. That, I can't remember the name of it from the last stream, that had a bunch of stones in it that were like, oh, those all sound cool. 2 of those are those. Yeah, so that's a really powerful stone. So yeah, that's azurite. Oh, hi Greg. I'm so glad. I hope it's going well. I hope it's going well. And awesome. And lots of love to you both and to Dexter. And we still want to find a special blessing for Bev's baby sisters. So let's bring these in a little bit. I'm going to bring in this clear piece of quartz, and I'm going to ask that it be a birthday wish for your baby sister. That whatever intention she has, may it be represented by this clear quartz. And let's see to find the best place to place it. Let's place this zoisite here. Ta-da! Oh, I think we're good. I think we are good. All right, you're welcome. So let's go ahead into that wonderful part of the evening that we call the session. So y'all that have been here before know the drill. I'm going to go ahead and explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and how to make the most of your session. And if you want to help me lift the energy of where you're at, where I'm at, and where we're all interconnected, go ahead into the chat and type out anything that you are grateful for, anything at all. You can also just sort of take a deep breath and think about the things that you're grateful for. It is the quickest and most powerful way to lift the energy. And after I finish describing that, we're going to just get into the healing. So thank you so much for being here. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name's Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, or if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing, tarot reading, or if you want to shop my Reiki charged crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description, as is all of my social media and my email newsletter. So thank you again so much for being here. So, what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has basically become a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki. This particular technique is named for its founder, Mikao Usui, who created this system in the early 1920s in Japan during a really difficult time in Japanese history, meaning that this system needed to be very spiritual, yet incredibly secular. I feel like that's a big part of why we resonate with it so much in the West. So to best understand the concept of energy at the foundation of Usui's practice, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, where it's understood that everyone and everything has a soul, and all of those souls are interconnected. That it's also thought that spirit, however you would define it in this case, is supplying that beautiful life-sustaining energy, and that through that interconnectedness, this energy flows in abundance to and through everyone all the time, whether or not we're consciously aware of it. And our body, mind, and spirit use this energy to help support us to come into the greatest healing and balance moment to moment that we can. Essentially, what I'll be doing tonight is using Usui's methods to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you, where your body, mind, and spirit will put it to the best use of your greatest good right here and now. So physically, you may feel some sensations. Emotionally, you may have some feelings come up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to parse some things out, or even let a few things go, maybe get some clarity, maybe even hear your subconscious. And on a spiritual level, you may get some deep clarity. You may get some intuitions, some even wonderful ideas coming through, some deep guidance, and you may also take a really relaxing nap, which is absolutely encouraged. To make the most of this session, I generally encourage you to find a really comfy place to sit or lie down, but you can do anything you like during your session. Whether it's laying down with your eyes closed and falling asleep potentially, or if you want to combine this with some movement or yoga or stretching or journaling or anything like that. Whatever you feel like doing in this time is the perfect way to enjoy it. And if you feel like you want to go a little deeper into your session or you get distracted, just take a deep breath in and out. If you need to get up and get a glass of water, certainly do that. Whatever feels right for you in the moment, there's no wrong way to enjoy it. You also don't have to focus on anything, and you don't have to keep your mind silent. You can just be exactly as you are. I'll send Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be, more on those in a moment, for 25 minutes, during which time I'll turn the lights down. They will move slowly and gently through several different colors, but at no point will they flash or strobe. And I'll turn up the music. If you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description, so you can check out her website as well as her YouTube channel to listen to her music throughout the day. Additionally, if you hang out for the whole 25-minute session, at the end you'll hear my voice come in. I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out, and at that point I'll be able to re-engage with chat where I can answer any questions you have, or hear any experiences that you feel inclined to share. I'm here 5 times a week, same days and same time every week, so you can make this part of your routine. You can go ahead and click the subscribe button with your notifications on, and hopefully YouTube will send you a notification when I go live so you don't miss an opportunity. As far as where you are or when you are, know that Reiki isn't limited to this dimension's rules like we are. We can only be in one place at one time. That does not apply to Reiki. So if at any point in time you feel like you could use a Reiki session and I'm not live, go ahead and check out my past healing live streams playlist. And over there, you'll be able to enjoy the healing whenever and wherever you happen to be, regardless, because Reiki is everywhere all the time and it's timeless. Again, if you want to learn more about me, learnreikiphiladelphia.com, and definitely hit that like button if you're finding this helpful for you. So I'm going to go ahead over and take a peek in the chat, and then we're going to get right into the Reiki. Ooh, pretty. Wonderful job, everyone. There we go. Wow, that came out really nice. Thank you, everyone, for encouraging this beautiful grid. Wonderful job. New moons and Mercury direct. Yep. I'm grateful that on this day where, you know, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, all the way through Newfoundland, and also in New England, where they're going to be having wild storm surges, that it's the new moon, so the tides will be at their smallest. That's a good thing, because it's a tidal bore. Like, Bay of Fundy is a tidal bore, so it's going to be interesting. So, yeah, everyone go ahead, get nice and relaxed. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music up. Enjoy your session, and I'll see you in 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you have any questions or anything to share, go right ahead and use the chat. I hope you feel better. I know I do. You're so welcome, Catherine. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great weekend too, and thank you. I felt like I was soothed too. Thank you, Patty. I'm so glad. Yeah, lots of love to you and Key. You're so welcome, T. Thank you. You have a fantastic weekend too. Hattie slept on my lap the whole time. She did not move once.
No, you didn't. Yeah, you just wanted the love. Yes, you did. Oh.
You're so welcome, Chris. Thank you for everything. Goddess of Four, lots of love to you too.
Yeah? Yeah, did you have a good nap, little bones?
Oh, she's making air biscuits.
Are you making an air biscuit? Yes. Yes, you are. Yeah, you're making air biscuits.
So please do hit that like button on the way out, and I will be back my next stream Sunday night at 8 p.m. East Coast US time. As always, 5 streams a week, same days, same times. Oh, Bev, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that, Bev. Blessed be, Paul. You're welcome. I hope things go well at work. I really hope that you keep feeling better, Bev.
Oh, little Hattie. Yes. How you feeling, little girl? How you feeling?
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. I'm going to go ahead and bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely adore being able to offer Reiki to you all, and I look forward to these streams all the time. Oh, you're welcome, Sue. Lots of love to you and Greg and Dexter, and I hope everything's going well.
Yeah, what you doing, Hattie? Yeah, you ready to get up?
Usually nap time is followed by playtime, which I'll have to videotape a little bit for you at some point, because it's basically me throwing lots of cat toys while they jump in the air and catch them.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Enjoy your weekend. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. I hope to see you all again soon, and bye for now.